My sisters and my brothers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am now at Shenandoah University, where I received my vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccine. And here's my card. I thank the Almighty One. I thank our Creator. I thank God. I thank Ar-Rahman. I thank Ar-Rahim. I'm so grateful to the Merciful One. I'm so grateful to the One of Compassion, to the One of Perfection. I'm so grateful to God to have given me the ability to drive up here, to be vaccinated, and feel good about my health. However, thinking about this made me really think about this desire in people to vaccinate themselves because they do not want to become sick, because they want to protect themselves from the COVID-19, and rightly so. We all need to protect ourselves from those kinds of germs or bacteria or diseases, whatever those diseases are, or viruses. We need to do that. But my question is to all of us, how often do we care about vaccinating our souls from what could creep into them? How often do we work on vaccinating our hearts emotionally and spiritually from what may get into them? How often do we work about vaccinating our minds from ideas that could creep into our mind that will distance us from the world around us or from ourselves? My sisters and my brothers, there's so many viruses out there that creep into us. Hate is one of them. Anxiety is one of them. Anger is one of them. Envy is one of them. And nothing is worse of a virus than the virus that hits our innermost. And number one health that we have to acquire is the health of our souls, the health of our mind, the health of our hearts. We need to work on our spiritual fitness, our emotional fitness, our intellectual fitness. We have to really work hard on maximizing the performance of our hearts, the performance of our souls. The number one vaccine we need to take is the vaccine of our inner peace. The vaccine of our inner peace. Let me say that again. The vaccine of our inner peace. That is the number one vaccine we all need to do. We all need to acquire. We all need to get in order to protect ourselves from being attacked by the moral viruses that attack us, that undermine our humanity and our peace and our serenity and the feeling of being productive in life. And therefore, I want to give you specific things you can think about, and I know that each one of those items could take an hour to discuss. Just think about them. Specific tips that will help you vaccinate yourself from any kind of moral virus or social virus or political virus that might undermine your health, spiritual health and intellectual health. Number one, dhikrullah. ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب. Number one vaccine we all need to get is the remembrance of our Creator. Because nothing brings comfort and serenity to our hearts, nothing more than dhikrullah. Dhikrullah. Always be in a state of mindfulness of God, in a state of remembrance of our Creator. Number two, al-ijabiyya. Be positive. The Quran is number one book of positivity in life, in the way it wants us to look into life and at life and understand the life to come, understand who we are. Be positive. Number three, at-tasamuh, forgiveness. Let go of your anger. Let go of your frustration with people around you. Forgive those who have hurt you. Nothing is more helpful after the dhikr of Allah and the ijabiyya and the positivity than forgiveness. Because if you don't forgive, you're only hurting yourself. You are only adding more viruses to your heart that will undermine your own health. Forgiveness is medicine. Forgiveness is healing. Is really, really, really healing. You know, idfa' billati hiya ahsan, the Quran tells us, resist evil with a better course of action. Resist hatred with a better course of action, with forgiveness. So number one, the remembrance of God and being in a state of mindfulness of God. Number two, ijabiyya and positivity. Number three, tasamuh and forgiveness and letting go. Number four, al-hub, love. Love and love and love and love and love again. Love God, love yourself, love your surroundings, and love people around you. It helps you. That's one of the most important vaccines. We all need to get the vaccine of love. Next, al-imanu bil-qada'i wal-qadar. Believe that God is in control at the end of the day. You are not. Your politics is not. Your social politics is not. Your doctors are not. The healthcare system is not. These are all tools we use to bring about comfort to our lives. But at the end of the day, God is in control. God is in control of our past, our present, and our future. And if you rely on God, that's a good vaccine. That's one of the best vaccines. Rely on God and believe. If something is meant to come to you, it will come to you. No one can take it from you. And if something is not meant to get to you, it will never get to you. So don't get yourself to anxiety about those things. Do not do that. Next, remember that life is imperfect. Life is not meant to be perfect. The moment you think that life is meant to be perfect, the moment you start losing, because it's not meant to be perfect. The moment you think life is meant to be perfect in every way, shape, and form, then you start thinking every time you have bad, you don't expect it, you go into anxiety and into depression and into anger and into frustration. Don't do that. Life is not meant to be perfect. الحياة, this life is متاع الغرور. It's self-delusion. It is not al-haq. It is not fully true. It's self-delusion. So don't delude yourself. Don't deceive yourself thinking that this life is meant to be perfect. It's not. But the moment you realize that life is not perfect, that is when life becomes perfect. Trust me. Next, remember that money is not everything. Remember that money is not everything. What makes you is not money. What makes you is your love. What makes you is your character. What makes you is your heart. What makes you is your mind. It's not money. We make money. Money does not make us. Money comes and goes. Yes? And I say money goes and comes back because we are in control of it. Next, لا تتكلم في الماضي. Don't talk too much about the past. If you dwell upon the past, you will not move forward and you will not enjoy the moment. We all have had bad stories to tell, narratives to talk about, painful narratives to talk about. If you remember the past, only to move forward, but do not dwell upon the past in a way that undermines enjoying the moment. Because dwelling upon the past so much without moving forward is a virus. And to protect yourself from that virus, don't talk too much of the past. My sisters and my brothers, my friends, whoever you may be, I love the verse in the Quran that says, وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَآمَنُوا بِمَا نُزِّلَ عَلَى مُحَمَّدٍ وَهُوَ الْحَقُّ مِنْ رَبِّهِمْ كَفَّرَ عَنْهُمْ سَيِّئَاتِهِمْ وَأَصْلَحَ بَالَهُمْ. And those who believe in God and those who have trust in the Lord and act accordingly, who try their best to do salihat, to do good works of righteousness in their lives and the lives of those around them. And those who believe in what was revealed unto Prophet Muhammad, peace be with him. Because what was revealed to him is healing. The Prophet was giving a vaccine, and the best vaccine. The vaccine of the Quran is good for our minds, is good for our hearts, is good for our souls, is good for our bodies. I trust God, and I want you to trust God in that regard. وَهُوَ الْحَقِّ. There is absolute truth in this book of the Quran that wants it to be positive, to be forgiving, to be loving, to be caring, to be clean, to be balanced. There's so much good in it. And if you do that, you will be redeemed. You will redeem yourself. God will redeem you. Your realities will redeem you. You wouldn't feel the heavy load of the past overcoming the possibilities of the future and the moment. وَأَصْلَحَ بَالَهُمْ. Nothing will bring more healing, more health to our realities, to our minds, to our hearts, and to our souls. Nothing. I promise you, nothing will bring better vaccine to our body, to our hearts, to our minds, and to our souls than believing in God, having positive attitude for the future and for what things are, being in a state of remembrance of God, being forgiving, being loving, remembering that life is incomplete and imperfect, and not dwelling too much upon the past. So to conclude, my sisters and my brothers, remember that love is the essence of faith. Forgiveness is the essence of religiosity. And the humility is the essence of humanity. And guess what? The remembrance of God is the essence of all vaccines to protect our inner heart, our innermost, our inner souls, our inner minds, and to move us forward with healthy relationships and healthy living. Till I see you again, go. Enjoy your day, enjoy your month, enjoy your year, and get the right vaccine into your body and into your heart. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.